Deep dive into what might be the most telling legal Easter egg in the unfolding Vanzan situation, the hiring of Margarita K. O'Donnell in one of her biggest cases to date. On paper, Vanzan Inc. looks like a dormant shell that suddenly sprang to life in 2024 just to file a vague lawsuit and issue subpoenas. But the legal strategy may point to something bigger, especially when you look at who they hired. Original deep dive linked in caption. Please pause to read the very important disclaimer. We already did a deep dive into our theory of how Vanzan was related to many of Ryan's business entities and the link with George Dewey. Now we are going to look at one business in particular. Could it play a massive role in all of this? Is this why O'Donnell was hired? The parallels are striking, and the attorneys you pick, especially if you have the money to hire anyone you want, is very telling. She's a partner at Zuckerman Spader with a track record and expertise in cross-border financial investigations, corruption defense, and metadata-sensitive litigation. She's defended clients in the FIFA corruption scandal and knows how to operate in spaces where shell companies, jurisdictional shields, and discovery avoidance are part of the strategy. Her involvement may be the clearest indication yet that Vanzan is not the full story, rather it's the legal cover for something much larger. Ryan Reynolds co-owns Wrexham AFC, a Welsh football club now transformed into a global content engine. He grew and sold aviation gin to London-based Diageo, and his company Maximum Effort runs branding and ad campaigns across borders. Each of these ventures involves complex international operations. That structure makes them highly sensitive to legal discovery, especially when internal communications or ownership documentation are at stake. Vanzan Inc. was originally a forfeited Delaware, California shell. In 2019, it was mysteriously revived in New York. Its only known prior activity? A few home goods deliveries to Blake Lively's residence. Then came an unusual move. Vanzan filed a DOE lawsuit. Their overall behavior seems in line with a litigation firewall, something built to isolate, delay, and control legal exposure. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Vanzan retained Margarita K. O'Donnell, a highly specialized white-collar attorney with international credentials. Her resume includes defending clients in the FIFA scandal, handling FCPA, DOJ, and SEC investigations, managing cross-border legal risk, especially involving metadata and financial secrecy. Her clients have faced DOJ subpoenas, cross-border discovery demands, pressure to produce communications involving foreign jurisdictions. She gets hired to manage the kind of international legal complexity that comes with opaque corporate structures and jurisdictional risk. Exactly what Vanzan could be involved in given Ryan Reynolds' business portfolio. The FIFA corruption scandal involved extensive use of shell companies, nominees, and numbered bank accounts in tax havens to facilitate illicit payments and conceal corruption. The U.S. indictment documents detail how defendants created and used such shell companies registered in places like the British Virgin Islands and the Cayman Islands to hide bribes and kickbacks related to media and marketing rights deals. Are you thinking about Maximum Effort or Vanzan's original marketing infrastructure like I am? FIFA corruption scandal laid out a legal playbook, and many of the same ingredients are potentially present here. Use of shell companies to obscure transactions. Hidden or falsified contracts. Offshore document storage to limit U.S. legal reach. Legal teams specialized in metadata minimization and jurisdictional challenges, what Vanzan was created to do, which we explore in our original deep dive. O'Donnell's experience with FIFA gives her direct insight into how to contain legal exposure, delay production, and defend business practices structured across borders. If Vanzan is shielding communications tied to Wrexham, Diageo, or Maximum Effort, then O'Donnell's role makes perfect sense. It suggests this could be about more than one subpoena, perhaps protecting the machinery of a global brand empire that all may be connected. This may not be about a telecom company, gin company, productions company, or a minor shell company. The FIFA corruption cases she represented weren't about soccer but more than that. Maybe Wrexham is too. Maybe Vanzan is the door to discovery that they desperately want to keep it shut. This is about a possible legal playbook, one that uses global jurisdictional layering, metadata evasion, and litigation firewalling to protect high-value intellectual property, financial flows, and reputations. That is O'Donnell's expertise. Vanzan Inc. may not be the story. It may be the cover.